Some smug lasses snug sunglasses.
Today, Thursday, May 19th, 2016. Community calendar. Community calendar justifying our existence and messing it up. That doesn't go in the title. Or the problem with everything. Hey, everybody, I'm Holiday Rob. I need to get away from a microphone.
I'm Lowki Sapfoot, but what the fuck is the title of this episode?
Community calendar justifying our existence.
Okay.
There we go.
Good.
Just drop that over where I screwed up.
I'm going to leave it, I think. I think we're leaving it all.
Oh, that was god awful. Jeez. I guess when we don't have a guest, we get slacky.
I can't fucking... My brain doesn't work anymore.
No.
I don't know what... I can't remember what I'm thinking at any given time.
Well, this is the results of long-term usage from marijuana cigarettes.
Just like turn the corner like this week. I can't fucking think anymore.
I blame current societal conditions.
I blame the chemtrails, man.
Not me. GMOs, bro. The GMOs did it. No, like... We live in such a ADD society. I was just now, I was trying to look up Sinister Veil, and I got sidetracked about doing some music for something, because why help you stay focused in the world when we can keep you distracted all the time?
Yeah, we're fucked. We should just give in to the computer AI overlords as soon as possible.
We will.
Yeah.
It'll be good. We'll have a fun time.
I'm really looking forward to it. All the responsibility will be over, and they'll just feed me through a tube, and I'll run so that they have power.
And hopefully legally the state can get in a fight over whether we should end your vegetative state because we know you're never going to come out of it.
Like, if the robots took over and were like, you don't have to do anything anymore, but run on a treadmill for 15 minutes a day.
Right.
And then the rest of the day you can just play video games, sleep.
We'll give you your nutrients in this paste here. You
Right.
can just eat it once and call it good, unless you want a fully cooked meal.
Right. In which case you can have the fake VR meal.
Right.
Whatever you want. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd take that deal as opposed to having to do stuff and make your way through the world. Fuck that shit.
I thought that's what automation was all about. It was going to make everybody's life better instead of just a couple people.
I'm coming out early as endorsing the Matrix. I fully endorse the plan of our AI overlords. Hopefully, this message.
May they be merciful, because they might just be like, no, these are the worst kind of things. We should get rid of them. And then the whole planet will be better off for it.
Yeah.
Or we can keep a couple for slaves and documentation. We can test on them, test subjects. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to test on them. I mean, that's what we did. We didn't do anything good with it. We were like, we're like gods. Nah, here, little bunny, let me put this makeup in your eyeballs. Oh, is that painful? Well, good. I won't sell it because of lawsuits.
Better their eyeballs than ours. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. If you're going to be ruining eyeballs with makeup, fuck those rabbits. Rather their eyeballs than mine. Someone's eyeballs need to get ruined by makeup, right? It's required for our further existence.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
If you love this depressing bullshit and you want more of it.
God damn it. Kick the mics down. We're fucking amateur as shit, dude.
I'm glad nobody's going to listen to this week.
Luckily. Jesus.
Last week we had our guest Josh Jones on. Mr. Black Market Goods. But anyway, if you love this or hate this or want to keep up with this for some reason, you hate yourself, you can check us out on iTunes. The problem with everything, you punch it in there, you subscribe, you can rate us, you can get us downloaded with minimal effort, which is kind of like your future you're hoping for with our AI overlords. You have to.
We're well on the way.
You have to program this AI to know that you want to download this. But,
but just once, and then it does it. Shows up in your phone or your whatever iWatch or your iButt plug or whatever the fuck.
Or your iBlackberry. Your iAndroid. iAndroid.
Ayn Rand?
Not there, no.
Hey, follow me on Twitter @Sapfoot. You can find me there. Can they find you on Twitter?
I am also at Holiday Rob, all one word. Yeah. Video games? We were talking about video games.
Video
VG games.
So I'm all into the Twitch recently.
Yeah.
I've been watching all the Twitch.
You're gonna stream in your undies.
Been doing a little. You're not allowed to do that.
No.
You gotta wear pants.
Well, you're gonna do it in one of those suits that looks like you're naked, but it's like spandex suit.
Like the morph suits or whatever.
I was thinking more of like the ones where it's just painted on, like a printout of like a better body.
Like that guy that used to be on PBS. What was that guy called? Remember? He wore like the half of the suit was muscles and the other half was organs.
The body,
Yeah, it was like
my
a
God,
spandex
you should wear
suit.
that. That would be cool.
And there was like 5 episodes for each of the body systems, you know?
Yeah.
It was like the
I vaguely
digestive
remember
episode and the respiratory episode.
My favorite was always the Star Guide. It's like super short, but it's like tonight in this night sky you'll be able to see Venus hanging out with Mars or whatever.
Yeah, I always hear that on the KUNM and the NPI.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Used to come on right before or probably still does, before the music show. On Thursday, tonight actually. Thursday night.
Yeah.
You'll be able to tune into that.
Yeah, the reason we're doing this on a Thursday is because we were being adults and doing adult shit.
We're
hardcore, man. I play on the PlayStation 3 quality_sale. I haven't been doing it much. I've been busy doing life and stuff.
I've been completely ignoring life, so I've been playing all kinds of video games. Find me on Xbox Live. Been playing lots of Hoops, the Rocket League Hoops, and been streaming a little of that. One time, one person watched for like 5 minutes. That was pretty cool. Well, you can
and
find
then they got
me,
the gist of it.
Yeah, you can find me on the Xbox Live, Lowki Sapfoot, all one word with a W in Lowki, just like it's spelt on the goddamn podcast. On the Nintendo Wii U, it's the same thing. Been playing lots of Mario Maker last few days. Lowki Sapfoot on the Wii U. You can also find me on Twitch. Streaming a little bit. I need to get one of those video capture cards. So if anyone has $150 you want to send
donate,
my way,
you'll get an album out of it.
Yeah, you can pay $150 and I'll give you an album.
You're like
you can pay less.
You're like the De Medici from the Italian Renaissance.
Well, they're like the Medici.
Yeah, they are.
Like the lowly.
You're like Da Vinci or Michelangelo.
I'm just a lowly Da Vinci.
Or one of the other ones nobody can remember.
One of the ones that's not a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, the only reason we know those is because they're Ninja Turtles. Where can the people donate to that? What's the
if you want to hit me up on PayPal, you can do that. LowkiSapfoot@gmail.com, or if you want to go to Reverb Nation, you can get my album there. Or not Reverb Nation. What the fuck's it called? Bandcamp. Yeah, LowkiSapfoot.bandcamp.com. Get the album for free, or you can give me money.
Yeah,
money's good. I'll get a capture card, and then you can watch me play video games on the internet, and you can masturbate.
Or listen to the album and then masturbate.
All at once. Yeah. You can. That's going to be awesome.
Can you imagine? What a utopia.
Yeah. Make sure you send me a money shot.
Everything's made by me, and you're touching yourself to me. I can't be more in love with myself than I could right now.
That's how Donald Trump must feel every day.
He gets up in the morning, and that's how do you sleep at night, knowing that somebody's listening to every piece of my media while masturbating? That's how I sleep at night. Very well. It makes me very tired.
Sometimes I can't sleep because of the excitement that everyone's
everybody's touching themselves to me. If you like us on Facebook, why not? You can press the button and like us. We're pretty close to 200. By pretty close, I mean over 50%, halfway there. So
we're at 100.
101.
101.
We're on the other side of 100.
50.5% of the way there.
But like us, share us to your friends. We post every week the episode.
Send us a message. I still haven't gotten to send anyone artwork. One person messaged us, and I was like, or whatever, posted on our wall, whatever the fuck it's called. And I said, hey, message me, give me an address, I'll send you artwork, and she never did. So it's still open. If anyone wants free shit, I'll send it to you. Also going to be hopefully giving away artwork on Twitch someday soon. But I need you to buy my album for $150 so I can get a capture card.
Bam.
All right.
We need money. Everybody does.
Yeah. Check us out on Facebook, The Problem with Everything.
And so now we're going to justify our existence with a upcoming events calendar. So we'll talk about people.
Speak for yourself. I'm not justifying anything. My existence is meaningless, and I stand by that.
And that's how I'm going to market myself. Stop trying to put a dollar sign on everything.
Yeah, I am worthless. I'm proud of it.
No, you're worth more because you're not worth money.
All that glitters is not gold.
Money's not the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guests that we've had on the show: Sinister Veil, Leah Leva, Daniel Rotman of Modus Operandi. We had Carlos from Youngsville and Anna Mall, who also, as well as doing music under her name, I think is part of the Glass Menageries. Glass
Menageries. Quick editorial. I noticed I typoed her name in the show notes. If anyone noticed that, it said Ann Mall. Oh. It's Anna Mall.
Anna Mall.
Small detail. Thought I'd correct it.
And then lastly, Clark Libby, who's also playing in Clark Libby and the Last Takes. Currently.
That's Andrew Lloyd Webber's band?
Yeah. Clark Andrew Libby, Lloyd Webber, whose name we could never get right.
G. Gordon Liddy.
So pertaining to those people, you'll see Daniel Rotman of Modus Operandi at the Ninja Park, where you go to be on Ninja Warrior. You can train there. He'll be there Saturday, May 1st. I don't know what time he's going on, but the event is all day. It's like
they have concerts there?
No, they're gonna actually be doing runs, like obstacle course.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he's gonna run the obstacle course. He didn't make it this year into American Ninja Warrior, having done his submission video. I did.
And it's all your fault that he didn't make it. Your video was not good enough. It was
garbage. Frankly, you should never trust me behind a camera. And
I'll trust you in front of one, though.
At least in front of a mic, except when you're saying the title of the show.
Man, so my brain is starting to work, and I just see flashes of imagery. And when I said that, I pictured like a casting couch situation with you sitting on the couch and me being like, "You want to make $200, $300 a day, honey?" Or whatever he says, you know.
Gee, golly gosh, yeah, I would. That sounds swell.
Anyway, not that I watch stuff like that, you guys.
And then Quietly Kept with yours truly. I don't know why they say yours truly with me talking. Yours truly.
Yeah.
Like, is this the end of a letter or something? Quietly Kept will be at the Prince Tribute, Rio Bravo, May.
I thought you guys already
21st.
played the Prince Tribute.
We played a Prince Tribute last weekend.
That Prince, a lot of people like that guy.
They wanted to tribute to him and give some money, I guess, away or whatever.
Nice.
They did auctions. They did art piece auctions that were done there.
Well, but he's already dead, and he was rich. So why are they giving him money?
Well, because they need something for his family to fight over.
Oh, I see.
It's been silly listening to the news about that. But anyway, we'll be at Rio Bravo May 21st. Starts at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a couple songs. And then Animal, I think, is playing on June 2nd with the Glass Menageries at Sister 9 p.m. I can't get anything out of Sinister Veil, but if you want to follow them, it's SYNYSTERVAIL. Sinister Veil. Check it out on Facebook. They post updates and times and stuff like that. Oh,
yeah.
And lastly, last week's guest, Josh Jones, he's got an art thing coming up. It's a Black Market Goods event, if you will. Or if you
want. Think I will. I think I'd like to.
Will you? It's called First Friday Black Market Goods Art Show. It's the OT Circus Gallery, 5 p.m., June 3rd. I don't know if that's it's Friday because it's called First Friday. It's in the name. You can't forget it.
Right.
And then hopefully we'll be, as we talk about later
What's the name of that gallery?
OT Circus Gallery.
Where's that?
I have no idea.
OT Circus.
I don't even know that I know. It doesn't even give an address. It just says OT Gallery. So look it up online. And lastly, we were talking about FanFest.
July 16th.
July 16th, Saturday, 10 a.m. We're going to be there. We're going to come by the table, tell us you're a fan, or yell at us, or say we're terrible.
I'll sign your ball sack. Actually, I probably wouldn't do that. That's pretty gross.
Right? Well, we'll put up like a little.
If you is it prostitution if I take payment to sign a ball sack?
What's the legalities there?
It's just a meet and greet.
It really just really
meet and greet.
What do you get? What do you get out of it? What do you get out of it? I think if there's no full release, we're all good.
This isn't a meet beat and greet. It's just a meet and greet.
Oh man, it's gonna be good times. We'll just get you one of those blankets like the old timey photographer uses, or the guy in the old videos checking on the woman's cervix before she's have a baby or whatever. He's like under the blanket, like
like an old
drape.
Camera.
Yeah, like an old timey camera.
I didn't know those were used to check cervixes, but I'm intrigued.
I mean, they're checking not cervixes, but the where the baby comes out of, that thing right there.
The woman hole.
No, the baby chute. It's called the baby chute.
There's something coming out of her woman hole.
How does this work?
All right. Can we play a song? I can't.
We should play a song. We're going to play The Passion by one-time guest Carlos from Youngsville. Youngsville is moving. They're moving to freaking Austin, Texas.
Bon voyage.
But their farewell show will be at Tractor Wells Park on the 27th, May 27th, 8:30 p.m. So come say goodbye, give hugs, give cries. But this was from the time that Carlos was on the show. It's called The Passion by Youngsville.
Holla.
Hey guys, I'm Carlos Attal, lead singer for the band Youngsville. This song is an acoustic version of Passion, which is a music video on YouTube right now, so check it out. Type. Sweetheart, we got off to a rough start, then there was more to you than I initially thought. This it was my fault. We had all of those doubts. You showed me how to figure it out. You broke my windows, you threw on my clothes, you took my money, but I love you, honey. You're not a bitch, you love me too much. You've got the passion, and I can't get enough. I can't get enough. Can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. Bunny, you make me feel funny. I guess time flew by and I lost my mind. No friends or family, 'cause they are nothing without I got this girl right by my side. She broke my windows, she threw out my clothes, she took my money, but I love you, honey. You're not a bitch, you love me too much. You've got the passion, and I can't get enough. You're not a bitch, you love me too much. You've got the passion, and I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. I can't get enough.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Boylan Bottling Company, Krim cane sugar soda.
Out of New York, New York.
New York?
New York, New York.
I don't know how to do that accent. To me, it's all one big East Coast accent. The difference between like Boston and New York, I don't fucking know.
Or Philly and Jersey.
Right. No difference to me.
What's the matter with you?
They're all just some sort of like...
Are you some kind of Goomba?
Northern redneck thing in my head. I don't... Sorry, East Coast. I don't know.
Wow, there went half of our listeners.
It's like this weird alchemy of like city redneck because they're like
urban redneck.
Yeah.
I'm an urban cowboy. I'm gonna fuck you up. Go for his kneecaps.
So I find that it's best to start a podcast by insulting the major population centers.
Well, that's why
you're gonna get more listeners.
That's why people listen, right? Because they like the abuse.
They like a little good-natured ribbon.
Yeah, a little
ribbon there.
Good-natured ribbon.
I noticed. I was listening back to last. Was that last week when we had Josh with us?
Yeah.
I just kept stealing stuff from Bill Burr. I just kept doing his voice and like stealing his little like
inflections. Yeah. Happens.
Sad.
I don't know what happens.
I'm not my own man.
So you'll notice we don't have a guest this week. Our guest had an emergency, and then we just kept putting it off. We were like, whatever.
I don't feel like it.
Why not?
I don't want to.
I don't
want to do stuff.
I've just been wanting an evening, but I haven't had one yet.
Yeah.
I will have one day.
Just you and a nice bottle of Merlot and some internet pornography.
Candles. Aromatherapy. In a bathtub with a waterproof laptop.
I debated for a moment whether I was going to say this out loud.
Yeah.
But now that we're here, aromatherapy, I just imagined. I won't say you necessarily.
Yeah.
I imagined one with a handful of their seed and just like giving it a real good whiff. Anyway,
what would be gained from that? What is the therapeutic end of that?
Some sort of therapy. I don't know. Have you ever tried it? Ever give it a good sniff?
Don't knock it till you try it, bro. No, I've never.
It's that movie. There's this weird movie, Doom Generation.
Oh no, yeah, shit? I love that. I love that movie.
That dude eats his loads.
Yeah, no, he watches Rose McGowan and that kid who's mini Keanu Reeves get it on in the bathroom, and then he's like looking at it. I always thought that part was hilarious to me. I don't know. I always thought it was funny. So I showed these guys, these like skater dudes, because they loved the movie Kids by Larry Clark, and they were so big on it. They just like mimicked it all the time, and they talked and stuff like that. So I was like, should check out Doom Generation, because the one Chinese dude like gets his head blown off the convenience store clerk.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's so violent. This is so fun. Like everybody's crazy, and they just beat each other to death and kill each other and shoot each other, and it's just like, horrendous and awful. And so they watched it, and then I went out to this party, and then I was coming back, and I just stopped through. I don't know why. It was stupid. I'm sure there was a girl, right? That's why we do stupid things as teenagers.
That's why anyone does anything ever, probably.
And so I go in there, and dude's like, hey bro, what do you think, we're a bunch of fags? We're a bunch of fags. And I was just like, dude gets his head blown off. I didn't really pick up on like the bisexual vibe of that flick. It didn't really I don't know why. I wasn't looking for it, so it didn't resonate. Like I knew there was a little bit of tension or whatever. But
I didn't know what was going on with that goddamn movie. I've only seen it the one time. And it was
really?
20 years ago.
I used
15.
I used to have the VHS. I don't know where it ended up. But
I believe I rented it on the VHS once upon a time. Then I watched it and I went, what the fuck was that?
Man, video rental places, especially mom and pop ones, were the best. Like I saw the first time I ever saw a Kevin Smith movie was Mallrats, and it was, I think I still have the receipt. I have Mallrats, Kids, Trainspotting, and
all on one rental,
and maybe Doom Generation. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I would fucking
initiation
go nuts with that. And I think somebody was talking about what made you want to be a filmmaker, and it was probably that time because I was watching these movies and I was like, this is amazing. How could I not want to do something like this? Of course, haven't gotten there yet, but
At least we have a podcast. That
Yeah.
nobody listens to.
We can
except
tell you
you
about
guys that
our
are listening.
our
You
hopes.
guys are the best.
Our hopes and dreams and disappointments and regrets.
Mostly disappointments and
regrets.
regrets, I find. Yeah, it's mostly. Speaking of video stores, there's a good. You ever watch Cinemassacre, Angry Video Game Nerd?
Yeah.
There's a good thing they came out with a couple weeks ago, I believe, where he kind of recreated a video store in his basement.
Whoa, really?
And he's just got it like all these VHS and DVDs and shit all lined up by genre and alphabetical and all these crazy systems.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing about the forgotten art of the rental store.
Yeah.
He's got like a counter there with like old displays of like the Star Trek movie or whatever.
That's crazy.
It's pretty sweet. I recommend it.
Chris Stuckman did a thing like that. He found a still open Blockbuster in like Indiana or something, and he went to it and checked it out.
Fucking Indiana. Get with the times, Indiana.
What is it, the 1930s?
See, now I'm going to insult the rural folks.
Good.
Although there is a major Indiana polis in Indiana.
There is.
Yeah, Indianapolis.
Oh, it even has it in its name.
Yeah.
I see.
It's the Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. The polis of Indiana. Welcome to the future. Is that a Blockbuster? Don't look over there. I tell you to look over there, man.
Did you? So maybe it was the way you said that, but my brain pictured that in Simpsons animation.
Oh, Futurama. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, pretty
Perfect.
close.
Sweet.
Hit the nail on the head. There are schools of comedy now, like styles, like ways of doing things that like certain things have brought about, I think, Like, I guess that's why I never liked Family Guy, because right off the bat, I was like, oh, this is like a really poor ripoff of Homer Simpson,
I think that was kind of the idea, though.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to be somewhat parodying
The Simpsons a little bit.
Yeah.
I just thought like maybe all TV dads are kind of dumb anyway.
Right.
For the most part.
But that's, I think, what The Simpsons was doing originally. They were the parody of all TV dads.
I should know what the seed child was. Like, I think it, because I've like delved into Simpson lore so much, it's ridiculous, but nothing's coming to me right now. I would have guessed by now, because like Matt Groening did the Hell is whatever.
Life in Hell.
Yeah, Life in Hell stuff.
Yeah.
The weird
with the bunny with one ear.
Psycho
and
bunnies.
shit.
Yeah, the weird fucking. That was the most bizarre stuff.
And the weird, the ones that wear fezzes and they're like twins and they're lovers
with gigantic noses.
Yeah, it's fucking weird shit.
Yeah, it's totally bizarre.
Awesome though. I highly recommend.
Right, I would love to make some bizarre shit.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, we are planning on, we just talked about it earlier, doing a booth, or sharing a booth, 2 tables at the upcoming Fan
Two
Fest
tables
in July
16th,
Saturday.
I think. I don't know. Go pause this shit, listen to last week's episode in its entirety, and then come back right at this point in this week's.
I'll have it. We're it's in the community calendar if you already missed out on that, which you probably
Community calendar. Pretty sure it's July 16th.
It's July 16th
right,
from at 10 o'clock at the Doubletree
Great.
Hotel in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Beautiful Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Problem with everything will be in full effect.
Yep. We're gonna.
Sorry, I just burped right into the mic.
We're gonna be
My
there.
bad.
You were just touching people's ears.
Yeah. Some ASMR.
Well,
shit.
that's what happens when you drink soda. This week we're going dry. We're dry. We're not drinking this week because life. We've chosen life. We decided not to do heroin.
Yeah. My body needs a break from boozing for a good 12 hours or so.
Constant barrage of abuse that I put it through. Yeah. I don't know. Working in a bar does not help that situation, because it's at the end of every night, it's like, hey, you want a couple of drinks? And you're like, well, that's what I get for working my shift. So yeah.
You get drinks for working?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem... I don't want to call anybody out, but that doesn't seem above board to me.
I think that's totally fine.
Right. I mean, once you're done working.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, you can't go back behind the bar after you've been drinking.
But they still pay you like an hourly wage, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, not while I'm drinking, no.
They're not just like, well, right. But in general, they're not trading you work for booze.
Oh, right, no.
It's like you can also have some of the peanuts, but not too many.
I know. I just met you at a bus station, but how'd you like to work for booze?
Yes. Yes, I would like that.
Let's make this happen now. No, it's but yeah. So there's a lot of drinking that happens on my weekends when I'm working at night, which really kind of sucks. I miss having weekend nights to do nothing.
Yeah.
Those were the best.
Yeah. I remember the days of doing nothing. I guess
nothing.
I still do a lot of nothing. Now I just am angry that I'm doing nothing because my dreams are over and I do nothing. I wait to die.
My dreams are over because of you, humanity.
Oh, I thought you meant me personally.
I blame humanity.
Yeah.
Because
I blame myself.
They've disappointed me to the point where I'm like, well, I was creating art to save humanity, but I don't really want to save humanity anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be saved.
Yeah, we're good.
He wants to run it into the ground and then be like, what happened? How come I'm in so much pain and this is so bad now?
Yeah. That's pretty much how I live my life. So...
But here's to us. We'll be dead before it happens. Yay.
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Oh, with this upcoming election bullshit.
Well,
I've totally mostly avoided talking about it except for like twice this week. So maybe not that much, but it's the first time in like a while. Because at this point, like, I'm like, no, we should be good to people and blah, 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 and stuff like that. But then, like, in reality, I'm thinking, like, we should just burn it all down. Let's get it started. Let's get this end over.
I mean, whatever. We're not going to ruin the planet irreparably. We'll just ruin it for our own
and
type of life.
Large animals, yeah. We'll take quite a bit.
The planet will be fine.
We'll take quite a bit of life with us. But yeah,
those deer aren't innocent. They got blood on they got green blood in their teeth.
Disgusting. They make awful noises. As
they deserve to die.
Louis C.K. pointed out.
Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about?
We were talking about a booth. We were talking about a booth. Yeah, Rob's Rack Reads and art by Lowki.
Yeah.
Is there like it's got to be like a classier sounding name, but yeah, like
Sapfoot Gallery.
Gallery Sapfoot. Galleria Sapfoot. Like I was driving by Jared's today or yesterday or whenever, and I was like because those commercials are annoying. First of all, Jared's, if you don't know what it is like a where you can buy things made by African suffering for your fiance.
Those are she went to Jared. That's what
yeah.
That's their slogan.
And it's like so annoying, but like they call it Galleria of Jared.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? Like, why do you even? Nobody. No, you're just a bunch of diamond hoarding, fucking blood shedding, awful people. Why?
Yeah. I'm gonna make up a word that sounds fancy.
Yeah.
And sounds like it's based on gallery. Just put Sapfoot at the end. Gallery Sapfoot. Gallery. Le Gallery Sapfoot.
Is that
that'll be the name of my booth.
Is that your final answer? Could I use my left line?
I don't know.
I have the worst French accent. Like my English accents kind of slip into Australian sometimes, and trying to do like an Irish one just dead without top but I'm hard into it. Like you can't. Yeah, it's so hard.
I can't. I suck at all accents. Basically, I don't really.
Which is why you're not a voice actor.
Yeah. I can say a few key phrases, like I can say, their floors are sticky mart. But that's all I can say is Marge Simpson, you know? And I can do Zorak Batmantis, which is basically the same voice as Marge.
Yeah.
So that's about the
the extent of. You need to get on some Seth Rogen shit where you can just talk like yourself, and that's good enough for enemy. Like it doesn't look like anybody. I mean, it doesn't sound like it looks like it all on screen, but fuck it, we'll just go.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to do a Seth Rogen. Sorry, Seth Rogen. I know you're listening. I know you are, man.
Seth's a big fan.
Yeah, well, we're his guilty pleasure. He's like, this shit is so bad, it's good. That was like Barney.
Sounds exactly like it. It's really good. It's a really good
It's
impression.
amazing. Why don't you get paid for that?
I realized that the only difference between like Christopher Walken and a fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger is just a little bit of gruff. It's like ow, ow, or ow, ow. That's like the only difference. I can't say words as them, but I always thought if they were gonna make a live action Looney Tunes, that they should get Schwarzenegger to play Taz for sure.
Oh, that would be fun.
Me and some buddies at work, we made up a whole fucking cast of Looney Tunes. Yeah, like Don Cheadle as Marvin the Martian and shit.
Oh my god.
You got Goodman as Foghorn Leghorn, obviously.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Amy Poehler as Tweety Bird. Even though I think Tweety Bird's a dude, I think we make the gender switch for the live action.
Right.
Because much like Pinky of Pinky and the Brain, even though Pinky's a dude, I always thought of it as a chick for some reason.
Oh, really? Pinky and the Brain? I always figured he was a dude because he was so evil.
I think we've had this conversation before, but... No, Pinky's not evil. Pinky's the innocent one.
Oh, you mean...
The Brain is the...
Yeah. I'm reversing it. Oh, so you always figure... Okay.
I think it's just because of the high voice. The voice sounded female to me.
Yeah.
And that's why I always thought it was
Might have been. Just like Tommy from Rugrats.
Yeah, and Bart Simpson.
These are all lies. We live lies.
That's true.
Like the lie that as a child, it's always there's nap time, but then as an adult, they don't let you have that for some reason. They just decide to...
Which is such a cruel thing. 'Cause you don't want naps when you're a kid. You're like, God damn it, I don't want to take a nap.
Just go run around and be stupid.
Yeah, I want to stay up. But you're not allowed to stay up. And then... as an adult, you're like, if I could I just want to go to sleep. I don't want to do stuff today.
You know it's 2 p.m. Why the fuck am I still awake and standing?
Yeah, God. Consciousness is just the worst. I hate being awake.
Although I hated sleeping for the longest time because it always felt like a waste of time. It was like, I got things to do. I could do stuff. I could do things.
Yeah, doing stuff is...
But that's the thing about being young. That's like being young. You're just like, I got so much to do, and then you're like, oh wait, maybe I don't. I think we did a good job justifying our existence.
Did we?
This week?
I don't know. I don't feel. I still stand by the meaninglessness of the void that is existence.
Well, all reality is made of illusion, but yeah. So I don't know. How do you tear through that? The Berenstain Bears.
With my dick.
Damn, now I can't say your name right after that. But former guest.
My dick often has that effect. leaves you speechless. Anyway,
is that thing gonna kill me? Is it gonna wrap around me and kill me?
Yeah, it's prehensile. Much like a monkey's tail.
No,
I can hang from branches.
It'll fetch you a beer, but you're not gonna want to drink that beer.
Hey, I wash it.
It's not handed to you, right? It's like cock it to you.
It's dicked to you after I dick this beer to you. Anyway.
Well, this has not gone well.
Yeah, sorry about this intro, Leah.
This is the worst one. Leah Leva was a guest on the show.
Moving on, Leah Leva is a wonderful singer.
Yes,
with Leah Leva and the band.
They're going to be at Isotope Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
On May 20th.
It's technically called Isotopes Park.
Oh, Isotopes Park Stadium.
I want to be a stickler.
Yeah, no. It's good. It's good. I'm sure it says so somewhere. But she's also having a dual release party on the 24th, which Quietly Kept will be playing at Rio Bravo Company. That's a Friday. I don't know what day the Isotope stuff is, but that's 6 p.m. if you want to see him on a big screen with a big sound system. It's really cool. Totally fun.
Hell yeah.
She has a voice that should be projected at that level because her voice is big.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had her play some songs, and this one is called My Baby by Leah Leva.
You can see the video to this on YouTube. Type in Leah Leva, My Baby. It'll show up.
Boom.
All right. Talk to you in a minute.
Peace.
I need to tell you something, baby. Well, I think I love you, baby. I think I need you, baby. Come on. Yeah. someone to hold you down, baby, I'll be around, forever, always be your love. If you ever need someone to make you smile, baby, I'll stay a while, forever, always be your love. Imagine we could be like and in love forever, my baby, my baby. You're the one I think of, so in love forever, my baby, 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 my baby. I love you, I want you, I need you, my baby. Sometimes I need someone to hold me down. Can you stay around? Ever always be my love. Sometimes I need someone to make me smile. Can you stay a while? Forever always be my love. I see the future so bright. I think I just might be in love. I'm in love. You're the one I think of, so in love forever, my baby, 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 my baby. I love you, I want you, I need you, my baby. When I look into the stars, see a love like ours, see a love like ours. When I gaze into the stars, see a love like ours, love like ours. My baby, my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. My baby, I love you, I want you, I need you, my baby. My baby, I love you, I need you, yeah. My baby, I love you, I really love you, yeah. My baby, my baby, my baby. My baby, I love you, I need you, my baby.
I was thinking about, so I've been listening to like interviews with Alan Moore, the guy who wrote V for Vendetta and Watchmen.
Watchmen, yeah.
And did you ever see the movie Hancock? With
Yes.
Well, it wasn't unforgettable though,
It was
because I don't.
god awful.
I don't
The
remember
big
any.
triumph of it was that they put a logo on the moon. That was like the big good thing that happened.
The
in the
payoff.
movie. Like, what? I don't want a logo on the moon. Fuck this movie. This is not a good outcome. It's like when I watched Little Giants when I was a young child, and
Yeah.
I went for the Cowboys, which
Yeah.
were like the evil team. But I'm like, I can't root against the Cowboys. I'm going for the bad
How
guys.
dare you make me choose children?
Anyway, Hancock.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about like I mean, we've seen a superhero on heroin with heroes. Like there's the one guy Isaac who's a heroin addict who
Yeah.
draws the paintings and stuff like that.
He draws the future.
But his heroin addiction is fueled by the need for his powers to be used. Like, you know, he can't do it unless he's on heroin, or it makes it easier.
He's
to
like
do
a jazz musician.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. gotta do another line.
No
Gotta do-
junk, no
gotta do a
soul.
bump. Yeah. So I was just thinking, what if there was just like a superhero character who was just like, I can't save the world, so I'm just gonna start doing drugs. What would that look like? What would that be about? That'd be interesting, I think. And there might actually be something like that too.
There probably is.
It seems like a premise that shouldn't have been missed yet.
The washed up superhero
Right.
thing.
Right. I mean, there is that for sure. Like Hancock.
It
we
would be
said.
like The Incredibles, only like dark.
Yeah. I read all the way through Old Man Logan, which
Yeah.
is like if Logan or if Wolverine like survived and became an old man. And like it was the great wars of the supervillains versus the superheroes.
Doesn't he not age though? I thought.
He's
Or
old
he
in
ages
this, or he
super
ages super
slowly.
slow. Yeah.
So it's like way in the future, and he's
Yeah. It's like he's like a farmer, and he like lives in the Hulk's territory because like the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, and She-Hulk ended up having to like, and they're first cousins, so they ended up like breeding and stuff
on
like
some
that.
Roosevelt
It's
shit.
so like dark. It's so dark and brooding and heavy and stuff. I mean, there's like some cool stuff, and you're like totally with him on this trek because Hawkeye's like completely blind and he shows up, and they go on a trek across country.
Do they talk about how Hulk and She-Hulk are cousins in the comic?
Yeah, they say something about it. It's
Weird.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, interesting.
But it's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm like, you haven't seen Civil War yet, right? You didn't see, or are you gonna watch it? Do you care?
I'll see it someday, probably.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I had a good time. It's really fun. Like, especially if you watch any of the other movies, you're like,
I think I've seen all of them mostly.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Ant-Man.
It's just like a pajama party
Yeah.
with superheroes.
Right.
I mean, I guess because they're all in pajamas. Why not?
I hear the Spider-Man makes an appearance.
He does, and he's like excellent.
Excellent.
It's a good version of Spider-Man finally. Like not the weird. Like somebody was making a point. They're like, he's got like a Queen's accent. He sounds like he's from New York. And I don't know why I did that in the accent, but anyway, yeah.
We've already covered that we cannot.
do accents at all.
Yeah.
Stop. Whereas in the other films and always even TV shows or whatever, he's like always portrayed like with a Midwestern kid accent, like gee shucks, gee golly,
That's a good point.
But he's like a New York kid, and he's an inventor. I mean, you don't just happen upon a suit.
So do they show Spider-Man or they show Peter Parker in it?
Yeah. It's really cool.
Because I always thought, or not always, since I heard about it, I always thought, since a month ago when I heard Spider-Man was going to be in that shit, I figured it would just be like a real quick cameo. Like he'd show up during a fight, sling some web, kick someone in the face, say a quip, and then
bounce on out.
Swing out of there.
You're like, I gotta go do homework, sorry.
Right.
No, it's pretty cool. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm way more excited about Infinity Wars. Like,
what's that all about?
So, do you know about the Infinity Gauntlet? The Infinity Gauntlet. So there's these things called the Infinity Stones, which, as they were building Marvel Universe lore,
I got myself a pair of Infinity Stones. You know what I'm saying?
You need 7. Is your sack big enough?
I probably have to stretch a little bit. It sounds kind of uncomfortable.
Get up and stretch every morning.
The 2 I got barely fit between my legs. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how you guys walk around with that shit.
Anyway, there's Infinity Stones.
Elaine Bennis.
Yeah.
So there's these things called the Infinity Stones because in the Marvel Universe, like, all things are explained through these Infinity Stones. They're like the beginning and the ends of the creation of the universe or whatever, as it pertains to like Marvel's universe. I mean, it explains like the powers and all that kind of stuff. Like in a way, it's all interconnected. All right. So they've been like introducing them like in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Galaxians of LaGuardia.
The Tesseract and the Avengers, like these are all part of like the Infinity Stone things or whatever. Then they all cover different stuff and they're all super powerful. But
this sounds very like RPG-ish. The 7 stones scattered across the land.
And you're going to bring them together. So the gauntlet is like, this big metal glove that you put the stones into. And so once you have that, you have all the power in the Marvel Universe.
I'm picturing the Power Glove, the Nintendo Power Glove.
It's like that, but gold.
Nice.
And kind of. And so what's going to happen, what's obviously like coming down the line is like Thanos is going to like the big purple dude you see for like a second at the end of every fucking movie. They're like, oh, here's Thanos, here's Thanos, here's Thanos. And been waiting since I saw the first Avengers. I'm like, that guy's going to start some shit. Like, he's causing all this trouble. He's stirring up all these problems right now. But he wants to, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure what he wants. I'm not sure if he wants to destroy the world or what, but it's going to be like what the next Avengers movie is going to be. Is going to be him with the Infinity Gauntlet. I actually have like a visual representation.
It was like, and there's like 2 of them, right? There's going to be part 1 and part 2.
Is there really?
I think that's...
Is there really?
Yeah, I think that's the
plan?
I don't fucking know. What do I know from comic movies?
I don't know. Seem to know some stuff.
I guess. I hear things.
I read stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
Useless bits of information that stick in my mind. Stuff I don't even care about, really.
It's too bad you don't have or you haven't read the latest Walking Dead. It's pretty crazy, man.
Shit. I need to catch up. I'll try to make a point to do that before we meet again. We can discuss it.
Where are you at with Negan, at least?
I'm on 152, so he just got out.
Oh,
It was the last thing I read.
Okay.
The kid was Brandon. Is that the kid's name?
Yeah.
He let him out.
Way to go, Lowki.
Yeah,
Way to
sorry, I don't know. Fucking know.
But yeah, he's out and about, and apparently it seems like he's trying to cause some ruckus or chaos or something.
Nice.
But I think you're going to be. It's something to me that you would predict is going to happen, like what's going on in the next couple issues, and yeah, as far as like Negan trying to get away, like go somewhere that he's trying to be, and so it'll be interesting to see how this shit turns out.
Where would Negan want to go if he got out?
Right?
Is he gonna like take over the Whisperers and make a new saviors out of them? Or
See, I mean, that would
it's the
be
only thing I can think of.
and you would be right to think that, because like what he wants to cause the most ruckus. He's like free now and he can go cause some ruckus. Like that's exactly what you would go do, right? Like, I mean, if you were Negan, not me. I would just leave.
And what? Eat acorns in the woods the rest of your life? You might as well roll the dice and have some fun. Try to take over a new community and bend them to your will. I mean, shit.
I don't know. Seems like instant death.
YOLO, you know?
YOLO. Oh man. In relating to that, they had something on about ISIS on Frontline on PBS the other night, and my mom was watching it, and I had like stopped in. And
Archer. The ISIS from Archer, right? That's the one you're talking about?
No, I was talking about the Egyptian goddess.
Oh, okay.
But
because those are the only 2 I can think of off the top of my head.
No, they were talking about I don't know what Islamic State.
The the Islamic State of Islamic statehood. I don't know.
The incredible status Islamic statehood. I don't know. But it was about al-Zarqawi, who was like just a thug.
Wasn't he the guy that we made the Afghanistan president? Or am I?
No, he.
Or was he the second in command?
He was just like a thug for Bin Laden. Like he was just a fucking crazy.
Because I always confuse those 2 guys, which I thought it's kind of like Barack Hussein Obama. And it's all very confusing. I can't
Saddam
keep straight
Hussein,
who's a good guy and who's a bad guy.
Saddam Hussein and Obama. I mean, Saddam. I don't even know.
Saddam Lama Ding Dong.
But yeah, my mom was like, "Why are those guys doing that?" I'm like, "Mom, they're just a gang. They're just like any other gang. They're just like LA gangs when they don't care and they've given up. You see 12 and 13-year-olds like shooting. Like, yeah, of course you're gonna see that shit in this thing. These people have like had everything blown up and they don't care. Like winning in life doesn't matter if you're willing to blow
their
yourself
whole
up.
Country is the ghetto.
Right.
Like it's more than their whole country. The whole region is a ghetto. It's
like broken into like tribalism, and they're the ones who are like, I don't know, they're the best well-funded and well-armed, so they're the ones going around making the rules right now. But I was like, we hit the Taliban so hard and hit what's the other one, Al-Qaeda so hard that like that's why these guys are there now. Like, we've created a vacuum again. We're knocking those guys down.
What are you supposed to do, though?
Well, and
you can't just let them.
And the funny thing is, both like Al Qaeda and the Taliban hate them because they're like, you don't kill other Muslims. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Because this is just such a factionalized,
a tiny little sect
group. But like, there's no bigger mafia there to like smack them down and be like, the fuck you doing, stupid fucks, like, you crazy destructive bastards. But like, not bombing them is gonna help it, even though frankly, like, the way they kill people, I would love to go bomb them. Like, why wouldn't, like, how it really plays that initial reaction of yourself, just how shitty they are. They're just like a bunch of shitty assholes. And but we've created them. We helped make it happen. Like, we put in somebody like Saddam for a reason, to stabilize the region, and then for some other reason they wanted to go create chaos, and they fucking did. Dick Cheney and Bush, and that's what we got.
I think the reason was money.
It was money. Yeah,
money.
It was money.
I think that's the reason.
And they knew they were going to create such a mess that it was just going to tangle shit up there. Like, there was no way anybody's going to be able to fix that.
That's the idea.
For a long time.
Ongoing war. Keep selling bullets and contracts.
Gotta make that money, son.
Yeah, dude. Why are we talking about this?
Because it was on Frontline the other
sad.
night. And anyway, so I was just telling my mom that. I was just like, I was just breaking it down. Like, these are just people who, like, know nothing but pain and want to inflict pain. And that's, the way they are. Like, can't really, I mean, in some ways you can try and appeal to the humanity to people, but some people not so much. Al-Zakari was probably one of those people, because he just was like a fucking crazy dickhead. It would be like Jim Jones, if Jim Jones could get his followers to take weapons and start, just raiding communities of people who weren't doing anything. And then said, drink the Kool-Aid.
That's the guy that was second in command of Al-Qaeda, right?
Al-Zakari?
Yeah.
Yeah, he must have been.
I think, yeah.
But he was also a thug for...
What was the guy that was the first president of Afghanistan after the U.S.?
I don't even remember his name.
It was similar to that, I think. I always get him confused.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
I don't remember. How come that puppet hasn't worked? What's going on with that? That hasn't worked out so well.
I don't think it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The point is ongoing war.
Ongoing conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a discussion with a dude, a self-proclaimed conservative. And,
no.
And he was just like, socialism's not even working in Europe. We're the ones protecting them. And I'm like, we're protecting them, or they're buying arms and stuff from us because that's our biggest, export. I don't know if that's actually our biggest export, but it's pretty big. We make a lot of weapons and sell a lot of that shit and ship it off.
I'm not.
No, I got out of the weapons making game, but
I level up sometimes and my weapons get better.
I'm talking economically in our GDP, which is the most important thing ever. Not the environment.
That's like a weird thing. The we always Like, I'm not involved. I don't.
As long as
I did not sign up to play in this league.
As long as you're not overthrowing the government, you're a part of the problem.
I guess. I don't know who to trust. I don't know which smiling face to.
And that is kind of the thing about The Walking Dead. I mean, you can't know who's like friendly and who's not, which group is friendly, which group is not. Like, we've been with Rick's group the whole time, so we're always like, why are you guys so worried about them? They're totally cool. They're absolutely legit. But characters, the people in the universe don't know that, They're like, I just met you. I don't really know nothing about you. And if I gotta kill you, then that's just the way it's gonna be.
The next season of Walking Dead has begun filming.
Oh, really?
A week or two ago. So I assume any day now we're going to know who died.
No, I will get off the internet.
I fully intend to spoil it for as many people as possible.
Here's what
spite.
Here's what a smart production would do is they would do all of them. They would shoot just about everybody and then pick from in the editing process. Yeah. It's way easier to do that. They've done that with a couple movies where they shoot different endings, so nobody can be like, oh, today we worked on the ending where blah blah blah, blah. And then like everybody's like, you son of a bitch. So yeah, that would be a smart move. I don't know how smart you guys are, considering you left us with a cliffhanger.
I don't know how smart.
At the emotional crescendo of the show, of the whole story existence. It's cool. It is a before and after Glenn type book. It's, story, like the comic book itself.
So I read an AMA on Reddit, Ask Me Anything, with Robert Kirkman, and everybody was just berating him. Every question was like, fuck you for that cliffhanger. Go fuck yourself. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Like, that was actually one of the things. It was pretty good. But anyway, yeah, it was all that. So he finally addresses it, and he's like, when you see how we do it, I think you'll see why we did it this way. And I'm just like, I don't know. I hope you're right. I hope you make me feel stupid for talking all this shit, but I doubt it.
Right?
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, I get that it's that's the moment
Right.
where everything changes. So it's like before and after.
Right.
But I don't see how just showing it doesn't still accomplish that, and just ending with
Grieving people, trying to
Yeah.
figure out how they're going to pick up.
right.
Because, I mean, if a good cliffhanger in that respect, where we actually got the person who was killed or whatever happened, the like perfect cliffhanger for that would be like, well, what happens to the rest of the group? Like for people who don't know the story, people who have not read the comic, they could have been sitting there being like, oh my God, is that going to be the only one, or is there going to be more? You know, like you just show who's dead and then people crying and then black and then...
Oh, you mean exactly how they did it in the issue 100 of the comic?
Well, in 100, they actually all leave. So you know that the rest of everybody's safe. But
Oh,
they're
do
just-
they? I
they're
thought
just
the very
depressed.
last panel was from above
And is
with
the body...
them all around.
Oh, maybe it was.
I think
you might
so.
be right.
I
Yeah.
think Negan leaves. He leaves them there.
Right. But yeah, in the actual comic, at some point, everybody just takes off.
I think that's the next issue. though.
Yeah. Okay. That might be.
I don't know. We've
I
talked
can't-
about this before. I'm
Yeah.
just.
Well, the last time I read them all smashed together, so I didn't
Oh, okay.
differentiate where the breaks were.
Right.
But yeah, it could have. That could have been a good cliffhanger of like, oh shit, because now I don't know what it's gonna be now. It'd be cool. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. Whatever. It's gonna be interesting to see what they try and do to make up for their
Yeah.
crappiness.
As I've said before, I will not watch it in any way that gives them
When
any
they
sort
make any
of
money.
rating or money.
Did you see a new Ghostbusters trailer?
I don't give a shit.
You're done. It's over for you.
Does it look good?
Cinemassacre was like, just don't go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
saw that.
it. I feel exactly the same way. Like, that's how I found out there was a new trailer,
Yeah.
was from that video.
Oh.
And I don't care.
Yeah.
I guess I'll watch it at some point. Just
Maybe.
to make
I just
sure
wish it
I
just didn't look
know
so-
how bad it is.
So like cartoony. It just the visuals from the old one, like there was some, you were kind of scared. It's freaky.
Right.
There's freaky, scary moments, you know. And creepy.
This one
and-
looks like a fucking Three Stooges movie. It's just awful.
Yeah. But the new trailer was actually way better. I mean,
Really?
maybe not way better, but a lot better.
I guess
It-
I have hope. I'll watch the new one. I'll check it out.
It makes it not look as bad.
Should we pause this real quick and watch it, and then I can talk about it?
Do you want to? Let's do it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do. All right. All right.
Back once again
Yeah.
with the Renegade Master. I wish. We did have a guest on the show, little Bobby from Shoulder Voices,
Mm-hmm.
among many other things.
Congrats to Shoulder Voices.
Yeah, they made their-
raised the cash.
They made their goal for their new album. So, even though I don't have a future show to drop, you can expect, I'm sure, a CD release
Yeah.
coming up.
There'll be more to be heard from Shoulder Voices, including this next song. It's called Good Karma, and you should listen to it. And go fuck yourself, or don't. It's up to you.
It's usually done with someone you love, though. So that's pretty good.
Well, that's not really fucking yourself so much. I mean, but you should love yourself. So I guess going and fucking yourself should be someone you love. I don't know what I'm saying. Here's a song by Shoulder Voices. It's called Good Karma. Okay.
Maybe I'll recognize myself in you and set you free. That's when I'll realize I am for you and you're for me. And if
Cookie, cuckoo, cha-cha-chee-chee, cha-cha, cha-chee-chee, cookie, cuckoo.
7:57 p.m.
AIDS.
No, your initial reaction, your initial word was awful.
Just absolutely awful. Yeah, nothing redeeming at all. Yeah, I don't know.
It was just less annoying, but I don't know why they went to the school of Michael Bay writing for black people. I mean, I know that's the least of its problems.
I don't know where to start. I can't vocalize. I just, that's all like,
Just a visceral response.
Just awful. Yeah.
Oh, man.
The chick that plays Ray or whatever, she looks all right.
Yeah.
She looks like she's pretty funny in it.
Yeah.
Everything else, awful.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
The fat chick, the black chick, the Egon chick. Awful.
Awful.
Just fucking AIDS.
Not Kristen
Wiig, is that her
Wiig?
name?
Yeah.
She's the one that looks good to me.
Okay.
Like when she was grabbing the table, get out of the city. Like
Yeah.
she looks like her character is enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Every other thing looks like a cartoon, fucking stupid, just awful. Absolute.
The look of it is disappointing.
Yeah,
to me.
absolutely awful. At the concert thing with the god damn it. I'm so upset. I don't know.
Just don't go see it.
I'm not gonna go see it. That's not gonna happen. I'm sure someday I'll see it,
Right.
but I'm not gonna.
Out of curiosity.
Yeah.
It'll be on TV and you're like, okay.
All right.
There's gonna be breaks so I can like go out of the room if I want to.
It looks worse than I could have thought that they would.
Really? Like they really dropped the ball on this?
Yeah. Unless what's his name that we had on is right, and
Joe.
Yeah, that it'll be good. Because what was it? Spy? Was that the movie he was talking about with what's her name? McCarthy. I'm losing my mind. I can't remember anything.
Melissa McCarthy. And Spy.
Yeah.
Done by.
I called the fat chick earlier, which I probably
He meant the robust woman.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's one fat one and there's one black one. Ease of. Not to mention that the trailer itself didn't exactly show them in a light that wasn't the fat one and the black one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah. There's a fine line between like making fun of yourself and then just being boring with cliches.
Yeah.
Which is
every time the black one talks, she's screaming, and it's just
as I said, the
cringe bullshit.
The Michael Bay school of black people in film.
Yeah, I don't.
Where he's just like, all black people are really loud, and they always say stupid, weird, dumb black people things. Like that's just, it's awful. Like whenever, like, I can almost name them off the top, some of them off the top of my head. Like any of the moments in the first Transformers movie, with the donuts and donuts, and then the one with Scarlett Johansson, The Island. Ewan McGregor, Scarlett Johansson, and they like fall off a building, and there's like a construction guy there who's black, and he's like, I know Jesus loves you, or whatever. Like when he sees her, it's just like it's. I don't want to be like it's subtle racism, but God, it's just so lazy. It is what it's most offensive for.
I think in the Cinemassacre review of the trailers, I think he said the same thing, but it's very true that it looks the same as the Scooby-Doo movie.
Right.
Visually, it looks like a cartoonified version of the real actual Ghostbusters movies. And it looks
like a realified cartoon version of the cartoon
of the real Ghostbusters.
The real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, well, the Egon chick's hair does. Yeah. Like she looks exactly like she was modeled after Egon from the cartoon. It just looks so bad. I can't.
This time though, they went for the action movie angle. I think is what he was, or somebody was saying, the action movie angle versus it's just a fun dumb comedy. Ha 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 ha. it would have been to their whole I don't know, advantage to like not tell as much. Not try and tell as much plot and try and give us so many places.
I feel like that's a problem with trailers in general these days.
Yeah,
they tell you the whole movie.
Give too much away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the new X-Men, but I don't know. The trailer doesn't make it like one of a kind looking.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't fucking care.
Deadpool was amazing.
That's good.
I think I've said that probably because
at least we've got Star Wars. New Star Wars was good.
Rogue One looks pretty fun.
That one looks cool.
Yeah, plenty of good stuff for people to dork out on. It'll just have to be fans who keep good Ghostbusters stuff alive.
Yeah.
I do like what he was talking. Well, so a couple things. Just getting back to the Ghostbusters real quick, because the Angry Video Game Nerd had said, about why can't they pass it off? Like pass the torch a little bit, like have people from the original and kind of whatever. Mm-hmm. And even if they didn't do that, like even just somehow tying the ideas together, like they heard about it or they knew about it. I mean, even just one of them could have been like Bill Murray's granddaughter, niece, or some shit like that, right?
Yeah. Well, like, that's still my question. Is it a sequel? Is it a reboot?
I think it's just
I think it's a reboot.
It's sounding like it's a female reboot.
Right.
Like,
because there's like they had like the news guys or whatever. What about these Ghostbusters? Like it was an all new thing. So
right.
Clearly the other thing didn't happen.
Yeah.
With the male Ghostbusters.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I like. I don't want to be all like political about it, and I don't think anybody else wanted to be or was trying to be political. I hope, but
what about
like
the gender thing.
But like, yeah, the gender thing. Like, if you pass it off to women, well, then that's just they're still following.
It's tokenism.
They're still following in somebody's footsteps or something like that. Like they're still second.
I don't have any problem with it being rebooted with women.
Yeah.
I just have a problem with it being fucking awful.
Right.
It looks awful.
Yeah.
I would watch it if it was good and had women as the It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, that's not what offends me. It just looks goddamn bad.
Right. And that's the unfortunate part.
It hurts.
It doesn't look that great.
Anyway.
We'll see.
This will come out the day before the Fan Fest, so maybe we should go see it, and then people can come to the thing, and
we'll be the brave souls to go.
Canaries in the coal mine.
Soldier through it.
Yeah.
I kind of did that for the Superman versus Batman thing. I mean, I wanted to see Batfleck, which was amazing. That was great. That was amazing. Like
he looks just right.
I will still give it up to like Zack Snyder if he was doing Batman and the fight scenes in Watchmen. Those are all great moments. Like he's super good at that shit, but that's about all he's
there's an alternate universe where Darren Aronofsky did Batman Begins, and I want to live there. That's right? This is not the right place.
It's the wrong timeline. I finally saw a Berenstein's Bear book today.
I thought you were going to say there was a Berenstein Bear movie coming out. And my immediate mental image was like computer animated in the real world, like CGI bear, like Berenstein bears.
Like Paddington meets Roger Rabbit or something.
Yeah, some bullshit. Anyway.
Paddington meets Roger Rabbit.
What's this about the Berenstein Bears?
Berenstain Bears? I don't know. Like I hadn't seen a book in a long time. There are some in my garage. I just haven't really looked at them.
Were we talking about this before?
No, I just saw it today, and because I vividly remember it as STIN, not STAIN, like STEIN.
Yeah, I remember it. Berenstein.
Yeah.
It's Stain.
It's Stain. It's It's freaking me out, man. Like I know people have been talking about this shit on the internet for a while, but like there's this. Do you know what the theory is or whatever? That it was Berenstein Bears, but at some point something changed in the timeline, and like that little detail is
what do you mean changed? Like it's like the Matrix, they changed the code of our world,
or the time continuum, or something,
or just like the publishers started coming out with new books with an A instead of an E.
No, even the old ones are different. Like
okay,
even
so
the old ones,
you're going like Matrix theory. That's what you meant. Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
Like multiple timeline.
Yeah, that's fucking, because that's how I remember it too. It was never Berenstain.
No,
that's
I don't remember that.
Why would it be? That's not a fucking name.
That's not a name.
It was Einstein. That's not
Einstein.
Seinfeld. That's not a.
It's not a real thing. No,
Ben Staines money. It's not Bueller.
It is totally creepy. Like looking at it, I was just like, really? And I checked like everything on it. I was like, there's gotta be somewhere where it's like, I couldn't believe it. Like
but other people are talking about this.
They have talked about it, and that's what's been the weirdest thing. Because I don't think
what if Berenstein Bears is the thing that proves that we're living in a simulation? Like that's the thing.
I figured that was the thing that like would prove that that time is changeable, but like it has unintended and weird, weird results. So like, I don't remember who I was talking to it about, but I was like, if that's different, man, if that's changed, then like, can you imagine like what the big event was that changed in the past that we're not aware of yet because of that little like echo or whatever? Like that was just a result of it. Because that's what happens when you mess with time. You do something small and then it manifests in a noticeable way. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we just all were stupid as children.
The butterfly effect.
Yeah, the butterfly effect. Not that terrible movie, but the actual
God,
idea.
it sucks when they name stuff after real stuff.
Really bad
and then
stuff,
you
too.
have to differentiate. No, not the shitty movie, the actual thing.
I mean, there's good.
That's how it is with Heisenberg, too. You say Heisenberg, people are like, meth. It's like, no, it's an uncertainty principle. But
it works with Boogie Nights, though. Boogie Nights, pornography, Southern California, cocaine. All right. That is a Boogie Night.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, we should probably stop saying stuff into microphones.
Stop saying stuff.
Yeah.
That's not what the people came here for.
Well, we've said a lot of stuff.
They came here for our hilarious amazingness.
Right. Well, we did that. We've been doing that for like an hour or so.
Well, shit, man. We will have a guest next week. It's totally in the books. Hopefully they won't need to cancel for any reason.
Yeah.
So we'll find out. We'll see how it goes. I've been Holiday Rob.
I'm Lowki Sapfoot.
Yeah. Get out of here. Go have fun.
Fuck yourself. So that was an episode of a podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's disappointed and offended at this point.
I know I am.
Me too. I came to do nothing, and instead I did something, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
Although, if you look at how ridiculous this was and how offensive it was like we did nothing because we tried to do some
I don't
good.
know. Was it that offensive? What did we say?
Nah, I don't know.
What did I?
I don't know.
I don't want to be like people. They're trying to be shocking. Not,
But maybe it's juvenile potty poo poo humor. I don't know.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I just don't want people to.
Well, to me, it's like there's that level of where something is just so absurd. Why can't it be funny? But. Everybody's like, oh, your type of humor is really dark. I don't do it on here, like in real life. I mean, when I make jokes about things like,
I think you need to go darker on here.
Asian suffering and stuff like that, or
Asians,
not Asian suffering, but African suffering, as we talked about diamonds before, you know, and so it's always like, I always like say that kind of stuff, like I'm always saying those kind of things.
Yeah,
like somebody's like, these clothes are so nice, and I'm like, I know. Imagine all the Malaysians that suffered for that. Like that's funny to me because it's horrible, like it's obviously awful, but it's so absurd, and we're all a part of it, and we don't give a shit because we're too busy enjoying the nice things about it.
Yeah,
that's what staying on the positive side does for you.
Anyway, follow me on Twitter. Check me out on Facebook and Twitch and fucking.
I'm on Reverb Nation and Bandcamp and.
What is the fucking Buzzsprout? I don't even know what that is. What's a buzz?
It's just a podcast place, but their rates are pretty reasonable, and you can do an archive, which is what this podcast should do. Because despite all our potty times, party potties, porta pair,
pity party and a porta potty,
a
pity party and a porta potty,
proto potty party.
Prototypical pity parties and porta potties.
Yes, there we go.
Prototypical pity party prototypical porta potty pity party. Boom.
Bam.
Done.
That's how it happens, people. It comes out of nowhere. It's serendipity. You hear sounds are being made with your face, and then all of a sudden you're making something. But yeah, I think there's some merit to this podcast. when we get to interview people. It's
We're
cool.
recording the local arts scene.
Yeah, so
Right.
we want to put up an archive. So we're gonna start a Patreon, and you can check it out, and you can donate money.
We don't have that info yet, do we?
No.
Probably should have thought of that.
No,
before
it's okay.
Is this like the time I said we were going to have a theme song and a logo? Because
No, those are just still in the works.
oh, right. But don't you have to be working on something for it to be in the works? I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway, maybe one of these days I'll get on that.
make
shit.
it happen.
Yeah, sorry to bring down your plans. I feel like I just deflated your whole airship Rob over there.
Nah, it's all
I
good.
just Hindenburged your dreams right here on the. Anyway,
It'll all
check us
happen.
out on the Patreon. Problem with everything.
We're not on there yet, but this is just like announcing the idea so that people can,
Yeah.
if they want to, whatever.
Yeah,
Just get to
yeah.
the music, people.
Yeah.
Stop
fuck.
talking. God. What do we have? We have
I
something
don't
from
know.
Sinister
What are we
Veil.
doing?
We
Sinister Veil.
mentioned Sinister Veil early on, so let's play
Yeah.
a tune. They
Big
came
ups
on.
to Ruben.
Yeah. And
Big ups to Kristen.
Yep.
Big ups.
Big ups that are big.
Peep it.
Check it out, man. What is this song?
It's called Apple.
Apple.
Hopefully I'll be more coherent and entertaining. I feel like it's been a rough couple weeks as far as me trying to have a podcast and say things that make sense.
Maybe it's been a rough couple of weeks life-wise too.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, here's a song by Sinister Veil. It's called Apple.
We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Peace.
I can find the humor in the unspeakable. Yes, I'm an optimist, you could say. I know you got more than you bargained for. Anything to keep you entertained. Suppose I tell you of the poison. Nah, it's already too late. Come fall in love with a fairy tale. All this for you, God the Creator. You're the apple of the eye, the center of the universe. To make the time to self-congratulate. Cursed words telling unremembered. I can't even take pleasure in the blame. Frogs in the pot, turn up the temperature. 'Cause to them it's all the same. Suppose I tell you you'll soon be boiling, but I sit back and wait. You're the star of your own fairy tale. All this for you, God the Creator. You're the apple of the eye, the center of the universe. Still make the time to self-congratulate. of the eye, the center of the universe. Still make the time to self-congratulate. The whole world smells just like poetry. Thank God all these shekels have been paid. The apple of the eye, the center of the universe. And you're free to pick out your own shade.